All right, today's topic is social media for home remodelers. And we're going to go over some strategies for engagement and growth. So, as we jump into this, everybody knows social media is a critical part of your online marketing. If you're going to attract the right kind of customers, social media is going to be a big part of doing that. And so, learning how to navigate social media, how to make it work for you, is critical. And so we're going to be talking about how to make social media become a real engine for you, driving new leads, new projects, and satisfied customers. So, first and foremost, you want to establish a strong brand identity for your remodeling business. So, the question I want to ask you is, do people know who you are in your community? And what would they say about you? So, how much do they know about you? They know you're just a remodeler? Do they know you do high end remodeling projects? Do they know what kind of work you do? What do they know about you? And so, you want to establish a cohesive brand identity and reinforce that identity everywhere you go. So, when we talk about social media, you got to think about this. Social media is the equivalent of your digital storefront. And so brand identity is going to resonate with your audience, and it's going to distinguish you, separate you from competitors, and it's going to help build trust. So here's a couple things you want to do. Define your brand voice, and here's what I mean by that. Choose a voice and a personality for your posts that reflects your brand's identity. And you want to have a consistent tone across all platforms to help reinforce that. And so if you want to come across as just a neighborly, down home kind of person, then make sure that's consistent across all platforms. If you're trying to position yourself as a high-end professional, then you want to make sure that tone stays consistent across all platforms. And then you also want to think about visual consistency. Use of logos, color schemes, design elements. You want to make sure those are consistent across all your profiles. So if a person goes from your Facebook to your LinkedIn, those profiles ought to have similar theme, similar logo, similar coloring, so that the brand remains consistent. If they go off to your Google Business profile, they should see the same thing. So we want to keep that continuum going. Make sure your website is consistent with that. Just make sure that everything is consistent, that people can easily recognize you and your brand and know who you are and what you stand for. Number two, engage with your audience. Engagement is the lifeblood of social media success. It's not enough just to post if nobody's going to engage with it. What you want is for people to move from viewership to being active participants and developing a community around your brand, a community around your work. The higher level of engagement that you see, it's going to send a message to new potential customers that you are responsive, that you do good work, and that you're somebody they may want to do work with. So a couple things here. Make sure that you respond promptly. Quickly respond to comments, questions, direct messages to build that trust and community around your brand. And then create interactive content. Ask questions. Use polls. Use quizzes to encourage people to engage with you. And so the more you do that, the more you bring people into that conversation with you. This could be something as simple as we're doing this kitchen makeover and we're trying to decide, do we go with black appliances or stainless appliances? And let the audience chime in on that. Those are the things that create engagement. Number three, we talk about this often. Showcase your work. Show off what you do. Show off that you do it well. But this is going to be key for you. Make sure that the visuals are good. So if the lighting's bad, go out and buy yourself a $40 studio light. and light it up before you take that picture or before you take that video. Make sure that you're showing off the highest of quality when you're showcasing your work. A couple things that can be helpful: use before and after pictures of your projects to visually demonstrate the difference that your work is making. And then also use video tours. Do a video tour of a completed project so that a person gets a very complete view of the work you've done. You can show off different elements of the work, draw people's attention to things that might get overlooked in a still photograph. And then this is another key piece: share expert advice and insights. Our longest client is Wichita Homeworks. They've been with us for almost 10 years. And Wichita Homeworks, one of the things they do is they have a segment on one of the local TV stations where they talk about projects and they give insights. And so that's something you could copy as well. Even if it's not on television, if you do that on your YouTube channel or your Facebook channel or Instagram or any of the places where you're posting content, this is a good way to do that. Sharing your knowledge and insights not only adds value for your audience, but it establishes your credibility as an authority, and that is going to make potential clients like you and trust you sooner, quicker, and more, and that's critical. So a couple things for you: post some educational content, publish tips, advice, industry insights, and educate your audience on the work that you do and showcase your expertise in that work. And then there's live Q&A sessions. Have a live session every now and then and answer remodeling questions from your audience. Give them direct access to you, the expert. That's another great way of developing that trust and developing that instant connection. Next strategy: leverage customer testimonials and reviews. That is third-party validation of the quality of your work. And so share your positive feedback from those previous clients and let that influence your potential customers because it's going to create that social proof we just talked about. And so feature your positive reviews. Post testimonials from satisfied clients to build credibility. And then create case studies. So detail the story of a specific project. Talk about the challenges, talk about the solutions, and demonstrate your problem-solving skills and your expertise. Again, I mentioned Wichita Homeworks is a great real-world case study. And the reason they're a real-world case study is they are very strategic across multiple platforms. And so what they've done is all the things we've discussed have really come from watching them manage their social media, their social platforms, the way they get their message and branding out. And so they would be somebody for you to study if you want to learn more about how to do this well. Take a look at the images they post, the videos they post, look at all the platforms that they showcase their work, all the places where they're talking to their audience, and take some notes because you're going to learn how to really do things with excellence if you watch the example that they've set for you. Anyway, if you've got other questions, if we can help you develop a strategy for your remodeling company, be sure and schedule a strategy call with us.